Ang problem kasi, well, there's a lot of debate, no? Like, for example, on the quorum, ganyan-ganyan. Can they bind the Congress with all the things that they had done today because they elected Senate officers. Okay? Well, first and foremost, they declared that they have quorum. Okay? They declared that they have quorum. That's number one. Number two, they elected Senate officers. Okay? Number three, they amended the impeachment rules. Okay? Yung tatlo na yun yung pinaka-importante na actions for today.
Well, ang masasabi ko lang ay ganito. It's, this is what you call a fait accompli. Sana well, hindi pa siguro na nare-realize ng mga Pilipino to. The Philippines is no longer systems normal. Kung sino man ang may illusion pa that the Philippines is still systems normal in this current times, you have to remove that illusion. It's no longer systems normal. The system has finally is collapsing before our eyes spectacularly, and there's nothing that you can do anymore. It is collapsing spectacularly, and anything can happen right now. So there's no more sense of talking about laws and etc. because the system has collapsed. Whatever happened in the Senate right now, I have never witnessed it in my in my life.
Kaya pa? Kaya pa ba? Kumusta kayo? Pasensya na kayo, ngayon lang ako nakapag-live kasi nag-ayos ako ng aking bail today. So busy-busy ako maghapon at ako ay nagpiyansa. Ayan po. But anyway, ang good news is that tuloy ang buhay. Ayan, okay? Hindi ko alam kung mag-join si Sas, no? Pero gising pa siya. Sinendan ko siya ng link. So sana mag-join si Sas today sa ating live. And paano ba natin sisimulan to? Ayan. Anyway, sa lahat nandito, no, hindi na ako magro-roll call kasi this is going to be a very quick live. Siguro mga 1 hour and a half lang tayo magla-live. So hindi na muna ako magro-roll call dito. Pero maraming salamat sa lahat ng gising. Alam ko marami sa inyo hindi makatulog. Alam ko na marami sa inyo umiiyak of what is going on dahil yung cancer ng lipunan natin, grabe yung manifestation today. Nakakasuka na di ba? Nakakasuka na. It's very obvious that they do not want the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing to happen. They do not want the investigation on the flood control to happen. They do not want it to happen under an independent Senate. Utang to ng mga utang to ng mga senador sa atin. And the fact that our government from different direction would not want the flood investigation to happen. Makita natin yung extent ng kabuluhan ng politika dito sa bansa natin. Like I said, the Senate majority, the Cayetano-led majority, ang kalaban niya Malacanang, House of Representatives, Judiciary to a certain extent, COMELEC, mainstream media, at ang kakampi lang nung majority-led, Cayetano-led majority ay Taong Bayan. That's why it's very, very important that we voice out our support and show our support. I think we are already at a point wherein this government is going to do everything. Wala nang hiya-hiya eh. Wala nang hiya-hiya. Talagang todo bigay na talaga sa kababuyan itong administrasyon na to. I would just like to watch. Panoorin lang natin ng sabay-sabay kung ano yung nangyari sa plenary kanina. Okay? Very, very quick lang po. I think it's just, parang less than 15 minutes lang to. Pero, panoorin lang natin para maisa-isa natin yung mga kababuyan na nangyari sa bansa today. Ayan.
Of Congress is hereby called to order. Let us pause for a minute of silent prayer.
So, the Senate opened and Win Gatchalian is already the presiding officer. Win Gatchalian is already the presiding officer here. Hello, Kamoisture.
Hello, everyone.
Total mabilis lang naman to. Let's just watch what happened in the plenary today. And we take the discussion from there kung ano yung mga nangyari sa plenary.
Okay.
Ayan. Nandun na tayo, kaka-start pa lang naman ng video. Nandun tayo sa the moment the plenary opened, Win Gatchalian immediately is the presiding officer.
Amen. The secretary will call the roll. Let it be put on record that the secretary refused to call the roll. That the deputy secretary for legislation to call the roll.
Roll call of members, the Honorable Senators Aquino, Cayetano Pia, De La Rosa, Ejercito, Escudero, Estrada, Gatchalian, Go, Hontiveros, Lacson, Lapid, Legarda, Marcoleta, Marcos, Padilla, Pangilinan, Soto, Tulfo Erwin, Tulfo Rafi, Villanueva, Villar Camille, Villar Mark Zubiri, Senate President Cayetano Alan.
With 12 senators present, the chair declares a quorum.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to declare all elected positions in the Senate vacant.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that we proceed with the election of the Senate President Pro Tem.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Okay, they called Tito Soto majority floor leader. They called him majority floor leader.
I hereby move and nominate Senator Sherwin Gatchalian as the Senate President Pro Tempore.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved. Thank you, dear colleagues. Majority Leader.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that we elect Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri as Chairman of the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved.
Okay, so de facto majority floor leader pala kanina si Tito Soto, and then they elected Mig Zubiri as majority floor leader. Kasi yung majority floor leader, siya yung chairman ng Committee on Rules, automatic.
Thank you very much, my dear colleagues. My dear colleagues, I move that we proceed with the oath-taking of the Senate President pro tempore. I so move. And we will ask Senator Soto, the most senior member of this chamber, to proceed with the oath to our new Senate President pro tem.
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and obey the laws, legal orders, and grace, promulgated by the duly constituted authority, and maintain true faith and allegiance to the republic, and that I impose this obligation by myself, without mental reservation, for purpose of
Congratulations, Mr. Senate President pro tempore.
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we proceed with the election of the Senate Secretary.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move to nominate and elect Secretary Ray Bantug Jr. to the position of Senate Secretary. There being no other nominations present.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved.
Mr. President, I'd like to also move to proceed with the election of the Senate Sergeant at Arms.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, I move to nominate and elect Police Major General Alfredo Soto Corpus to the position of Sergeant at Arms, there being no other nomination.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, I move that we give their oaths of office together.
So, nag-appoint sila ng Secretary General, nag-appoint sila ng Senate Pro Tempore, at saka ng Sergeant at Arms. Okay?
Having been elected to the position of do hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter do under the Republic of the Philippines, to the support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines, that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authority, and maintain true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the Philippines, and that I impose obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose. So help me God.
Congratulations to the new Sergeant at Arms and to the new Secretary, our comebacking Secretary of the Senate. Mr. President, I move to elect the following senators as chairpersons of the following committees. Senator J.V. Ejercito, Chairman of the Committee of Finance. Senator Tito Soto, Chairman of the Committee on National Defense. Chairman Panfilo Ping Lacson, Chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Committee on Accounts. Chairman Erwin Tulfo, the Committee on Accountability of Public Officers and Investigations and Social Welfare and Rural Development. Chairman Senator Raffy Tulfo to the Committee on Public Services. Chairman Bam Aquino to the Committee on Basic Education. Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture. Senator Risa Ontiveros, Chairman of the Committee on Health. Senator Lito Lapid as Chairman of the Committee on Games and Amusements. Senator Chis Escudero to retain his Committee on Housing, and yours truly, Senator Zubiri, as Chairman of the Committee on Foreign Relations.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion of the majority leader is hereby approved.
Mr. President, I move to consider PS Resolution number 432. This is the resolution amending Rule 2 of the Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials to provide for the election of a presiding officer in all cases not involving the President of the Philippines. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
I move to adopt PS Resolution number 432. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, may we ask the Secretary to read the title of the measure for clarity and place on record the title of the resolution.
Resolution amending Rule 2 of the Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials to provide for the election of a presiding officer in all cases not involving the President of the Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I also move to consider proposed Senate Concurrent Resolution number 10. The Secretary is directed to read only the title of the resolution without prejudice of inserting the full text thereof.
Concurrent resolution providing for the adjournment sine die of the first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines not later than 12 o'clock midnight today, June 3, 2026.
Mr. President, I move to adopt Senate Concurrent Resolution number 10.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, in conformity with the Senate Concurrent Resolution that we have just adopted, I move that the Committee on the Senate provided therein be composed of Senators J.V. Ejercito, Francis Pangilinan, and Raffy Tulfo. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Senators J.V. Ejercito, Francis Pangilinan, Raffy Tulfo, and shall compose the Committee of the Senate to inform the President of the Republic of the Philippines that the first regular session of the 20th Congress is ready to adjourn sine die.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And just for clarity, the PS resolution we earlier approved is 430. The number is 430. 430. 430. Mr. President, before we adjourn, the chair would like to state for the
Mr.
record
President,
why
Majority
we
Leader,
propelled
before we
to-
adjourn,
Yes.
allow me to give a few remarks. Before we adjourn, ladies and gentlemen, the chair would like to state for the record that we are compelled to call the session to order today. After the Senate adjourned on May 26, 2026, session was scheduled to resume on Monday, June 1, 2026, and on Tuesday, June 2, 2026. But the former Senate President failed to appear in both instances. Further, Article 6, Section 16(5) of the Constitution provides that neither house shall, during sessions of Congress, adjourn for more than 3 days without the consent of the other house. The Senate has been adjourned and unable to resume session for the past 2 days, placing us on the brink of constitutional violation had we not convened today. Thus, in the absence of a duly consulted postponement and the continued absence of the former Senate President pro tempore, and members of the majority, we are compelled to call the session to order. The quorum of 12 is based on majority of 22 senators, over whom jurisdiction can be obtained by the Senate. This is in full accord with the ruling of the court in Avellino versus Cuenco, that an absolute majority of 12 out of the 23 members can constitute a constitutional majority of the Senate for quorum purposes. And with precedent, specifically the May 5, 2015 session, where the quorum was based on 17 available senators, with 7 others beyond the Senate's coercive jurisdiction. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the clarity, Mr. President. Mr. President, let the record reflect that the chair, a Senate President pro tempore, shall serve as acting president pursuant to Rule 5. Yes. presiding officer of the Senate pursuant to Rule 5, Section 4C and 5 of the Rules of the Senate. Yes. Pursuant to our rules, the wording is actually acting president, Mr. President, on our rules. Just for the record, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that the President of the Republic of the Philippines and the House of Representatives be informed of the election of Senate President pro tempore and acting Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian. I so move, Mr.
Is
President.
there any objection? Hearing none, the motion of the majority leader is hereby.
Mr. President, I move that the first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines on the part of the Senate be adjourned, sine die.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines on the part of the Senate is adjourned sine die.
Ayan. Ayan po yung nangyari kanina. So, ngayon, ang problem kasi, there's a lot of debate, no? Like, for example, on the quorum, ganyan-ganyan, can they bind the Congress with all the things that they had done today because they elected Senate officers, okay? Well, first and foremost, they declared that they have quorum, okay? They declared that they have quorum. That's number one. Number two, they elected Senate officers, okay? Number three, they amended the impeachment rules, okay? Yung tatlo na yun yung pinaka-importante na actions for today. Okay? So ngayon, ang justification ngayon ng nitong coup d'etat today, sabi nila, hindi raw kasi po pwede na magkaroon ng adjournment ng three consecutive na hindi raw po pwede na magkaroon ng 3 consecutive na adjournment ng Senate na wala raw concurrence ng House of Representatives. You mentioned something like that the dulo. So therefore, napilitan daw sila na mag-call ng session today. And since may quorum naman daw sila, they proceeded. Okay? They proceeded. So ngayon, ang sinasabi nila is that meron silang quorum kasi 12 sila. Dahil dalawa naman daw yung hindi makumpel na mag-attend ng plenary. Okay? Yung debate tungkol dun sa whether or not kasi kagaya nung napag-usapan natin before, no, pagdating sa pag-elect ng officers, Senate rules ang masusunod dyan. At sa Senate rules, ang sabi doon, ang mga Senate officers must be elected, okay, by the majority of all members. So ibig sabihin, that's not gonna change. Bato and Jinggoy Estrada are still sitting senators. So, ibig sabihin, if you would like to elect a Senate pro tempore, kailangan pa rin niya ng 13. Diba? Kasi, yun yung nakalagay sa rules nila eh. Lahat ng officers kailangan The officers of the Senate shall be elected by the majority vote of all its members. And elective officers are President, President pro tempore, Secretary, at Sergeant at Arms. Ito yung mga officers. Ngayon, yung Sergeant at Arms, ang pumipili is the President, the Senate President. If we're going to look at the rules of the Senate, okay, teka lang ha. Lahat ng elective officer, President, President pro tempore, Secretary, Sergeant at Arms. Pero yung Sergeant at Arms, the Sergeant at Arms is elected by the sorry. Acting Sergeant at Arms pala yung pwede niyang i-designate. Okay? Acting Sergeant at Arms. So, ine-elect rin ang Sergeant at Arms. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan rin siya ng majority vote of all its members. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan yun ng 13. Nag-elect sila ng mga officers eh. Diba? Nag-elect sila ng mga officers. And the 13 requirement, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. Okay, ngayon ina-argue nila, hindi kasi nagbago yung quorum kapag dahil sa Avellino versus Cuenco, yung jurisprudence, kineso, ganyan-ganyan. Well, it is my personal it is my personal position na kung ano man yung sinasabi ng Avellino versus Cuenco on lowering the number of quorum, that is lowering the number of quorum for the purposes of regular business of the Senate. Yun lang yun. Pero hindi po pwede, yung pag sa mag-e-elect ka ng officer na more than, na less than 13 ang boto na makukuha mo. So, ibig sabihin, kahit pasabihin na, kahit assuming arguendo na tama sila, na may quorum sila today, o sige, may quorum kayo today, pero yung quorum nyo today is not enough in order to elect officers. Kasi pag nag-elect ka nga ng officers dito, ang sinasabi nga, di ba, yung mga elective officer ng Senate must be elected by the majority votes of all its members. All its members. Di ba? Okay, yun yung number 1. At saka yung number 2 na, yung pag-elect nila ng officer, absolutely, there's really no sense to it. There's really no sense to it. And it is, sobrang nakakaputang ina yan. Kasi sobrang bastusan. Hindi ba kayo marunong magbilang mga putang ina nyo? Di ba kayo nakapag-aral? Okay? Ngayon, sa totoo lang, I tend to agree to them when it comes to other actions that they did diyan sa Senate. Like for example, yung magtawag sila na i-vacate yung committee membership and chairmanship. I think may laban talaga sila doon. Kasi that's part of the regular business of a Senate, provided that there is a quorum. Okay? Assuming arguendo na meron kayong quorum, yes, you may lawfully vacate the chairmanship and membership of the committees in the Senate. Pwede nating pag-awayan yan. Pwede nating pagdebatihan yung part na yan. Walang problema. Okay? Pero hindi nyo pwedeng ipilit mga putang ina ninyo na pwede kayong mag-elect ng officers. Because your rule says that it should all be that it should be majority of all your fucking members. Anong hindi nyo naiintindihan sa part na yan? Ano hindi nyo naiintindihan sa part na yan?
Well, ang masasabi ko lang
Isip sa mga tanga, nakakairita.
Well, ang masasabi ko lang ay ganito. It's this is what you call a fait accompli. Hindi pa siguro na nare-realize ng mga Pilipino to. The Philippines is no longer systems normal. Kung sino man ang may illusion pa that the Philippines is still systems normal in these current times, you have to remove that illusion. It's no longer systems normal. The system has finally is collapsing before our eyes spectacularly, and there's nothing that you can do anymore. It is collapsing spectacularly, and anything can happen right now. So there's no more sense of talking about laws and etc. because the system has collapsed. Whatever happened in the Senate right now, I have never witnessed it in my in my life. To be honest, I never seen this, no? Na ganitong
The brazen disregard of rules.
Brazen, hindi lang, I don't care about the rules. The way that Malacanang maneuvered all of these, na independent dapat ang Senado. The Senate is no longer independent. It's no longer, talaga naman hindi siya independent kasi nga meron talagang chikahan from the executive yan parate, no? Pero ito talaga brazen use of power. Nagpapakulong ka ng senador para makuha mo yung enough na boto diyan. You have to revert this in order to stop a blue ribbon committee hearing regarding flood control project. In other words, this is actually how the administration of Bongbong Marcos fathers look like. The only difference is naka-announce yung martial law ng panahon ng tatay ni Bongbong. So you have Congress and Senate being a rubber stamp, the rubber ducky of a president whose trust rating has already collapsed. The economy is bad. The business confidence has become negative. Ano to? Negative 35. Grabe yung binaba, yung pinakita ng BSP. Negative confidence. There's no way that this could be saved anymore. Itong mga rules na to, they don't care anymore about them. So ngayon wala na siya. It's effectively not rules, no? They have, this is pure brazen political maneuvering in order to save the mastermind. Simple as that. Kaya nga we live in exciting times because we don't know how this will end up. And I'm really looking forward what's going to happen later. It's already 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Late. Because the BBM administration made it harder for themselves. Matutuloy ba bukas ang Blue Ribbon Committee? Will the Senate be padlocked? Will they allow it? So now you're gonna have a very tense political situation later. And
It is going to be tense.
and all this because they don't want the 18 Marines to testify in Blue Ribbon Committee about the maletas. Take note of that. Kaya yung sinasabi nila na si Martin ang mastermind, si Martin naman yung dinidiin dun sa maleta eh. Bakit ayaw nila? Ibig sabihin, sarswela lang itong ginawa nila, kunwari si Martin ang mastermind. Pinaglalaroan tayo.
Correct. Ako I would just like to emphasize, because of course we are offended, but we have to know exactly the actions that they did to to really the most the most offensive infractions na pinaggagawa nila today. These are something that you all have to remember, and this is something that you have to know exactly so that you understand kung bakit itong gobyerno na to wala nang hiya. Of course, walang hiya na talagang gobyerno. Alam na natin yan. They don't respect rules. But I would just like to remind all of you that it is our responsibility to really understand paano ba tayo binaboy. Okay? So I would just like to remind everyone, binaboy nila tayo because number one, okay, they elected officers, that they are not supposed to elect because they lack the number for them to effectively elect officers in the Senate. It is in their fucking Senate rules. Okay? Now you said you have quorum. Okay? To do business. O, sige, pwede yan. Okay. Pwede natin pagdebatehan yan some other time. Okay? Pwede natin pagdebate. 12 kayo. Sabihin nyo, meron kayong quorum, ganyan-ganyan. O, sige, fine. But did you follow the correct parliamentary procedure at the time that you were doing all of these actions? Kasi, let us take note. Okay? Let us take note. Your number is 12. You are not the majority. You haven't reached the majority number, which is 13. Well, at least as of today, as of today. You haven't reached that number. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, for organizational purposes, you are still minority because you haven't reached 13. Why was it that during that proceeding in the plenary a while ago, you were acting as if you are the majority? You are not the majority. So, is Tito Soto saying na part na siya ng majority? Kasi nag-acting majority floor leader siya eh. Is Mig Subiri part of the majority? Because the majority, up until this point that we are talking about it, okay, the majority is the majority led by Alan Peter Cayetano. And kung matatandaan natin, noong May 12, I think, day before nung, when was the walkout ba? Sorry. May 11, May 12. I think it was in May 12. Nung nagkaroon ng plenary session, they put it on record kung sino ang part ng minority at kung sino ang part ng majority. Why am I saying this? Because you cannot just usurp your role and assume the role of the majority. Okay? So, ngayon, ang tanong ko, bakit nung nag-start ang plenary, it is already Win Gatchalian acting as presiding officer. Kayo ba talaga ang pwede mag-presiding officer? Hindi ba dapat si Chis Escudero yan? Pagkatapos si Chis Escudero yung mag-open ng floor kung sino ba ang gusto ng mga present na maging presiding officer for the purpose of today's plenary. Hindi ba dapat ganon? Why did you take over and acted as if you are the majority? And for me, that is a fatal flaw of what they have done today. Because basically, they acted as if there are two Senate of the Philippines. Hindi pwede yun. Okay? Hindi pwede yun. Now, I'm saying this because I want you all to understand kung paano nila binaboy yung ating sistema. Kung bakit nila binaboy yung ating institusyon. Okay? Third and lastly, of course, they changed the rules on the impeachment. Okay? Ito yung pinagdebatihan ng bonggang-bongga when Alan Peter Cayetano, when Senator Marcoleta proposed the change in Senate rules in which pinropose niya ng 11, pagkatapos ayaw niyong pag-usapan. And then it was brought up again, and then you invoke that kapag ka merong rules na ipopropose sa plenary, bago magbotohan, kailangan bigyan ng 1 day ang plenaryo kung mag-decide kung boboto ba sila doon sa amendment na yun o hindi. But today, you wanted to change the Senate rules, specifically on the impeachment of Inday Sara, in which you proposed of the amendment and then later on voted to adopt the amendment. And this is exactly in contravention doon sa behavior nyo sa proposal na ginawa ni Rodante Marcoleta. And this is just so inconsistent and very glaring dito yung kaputaan na ginawa ng minority at yung stand nila when it comes to amending rules of the Senate. Brasuhan to. Dinraso nyo talaga bigla-bigla ngayon. Wala ng 1 day. Samantalang yung amendment ni Marcoleta, gusto nyo may 1 day? Diba? Now you have to understand, paano binaboy itong eksena natin today? Ganito nila binaboy ang eksena sa Senate ngayong araw na ito. Okay? And for those reasons, for those infractions that they did today, the Senate plenary today should not be recognized and be declared void. Di kayo sumunod sa mga parliamentary rules mga putang ina nyo Diba? And for that reason, okay, whatever it is that was scheduled for the committee hearing should proceed as such. Because you weren't able to effectively change anything in the Senate because of those infractions that you did today. Ngayon, okay, let us step back. Of course, hindi man tanga tong mga kalaban natin For all we know, as we speak right now, they are already trying to sign up senators. Alam nila nagkamali sila today. Let me just put it out there. Alam nila nagkamali sila today. And so, they are going to correct it in the next coming days. How? They're going to call a special session. They're going to try to get the number 13 so they would be able to effectively kick Alan Peter Cayetano out, and so they would be able to do everything in the Senate without any impediment. And that's going to be Joel Villanueva, the 13th member of the Senator Gatchalian, of the Win Gatchalian-led majority.
I really think what happened to Jinggoy Estrada, Senator Jinggoy Estrada, was a sample na maybe they thought that the administration will not follow through their threats na pag ayaw yung sumunod, kulong kayo, unbailable.
They are already locked in na sila dyan. And it's going to be Joel Villanueva. There is a very strong, I receive an information from a very reliable source that Joel Villanueva is going to join the Win Gatchalian group so that they would be ultimately declared to be the majority.
Kaya
At
ginamit si Jinggoy na panakot. Na kinulong nila si Jinggoy, ayaw mo so inunan nila si Jinggoy. And so nakita na nila na masusunod sila kay Jinggoy kung ayaw nila sumunod. Sino ba yung may mga kaso? Si
Joel Villanueva,
Joel Villanueva, si Jinggoy, si Cheese,
Marcoleta is gonna be next.
si Marcoleta. Si
They're
Marcoleta,
also going to put Marcoleta in jail even if wala basis yung kaso sa kanya. Sa
Si-
totoo
si
lang,
Marco-
no, kaya nga sinasabi ko sa pati judiciary kasali dyan, tangina. Pati judiciary kasama na dyan. They are giving nudge. They are adding to the armaments of this administration.
kaya nga sinasabi ko nga, di ba, the system has already collapsed. Ano na to, we are now in the point of no return. Well,
Ano ang isasuggest dyan? Dalhin natin sa Supreme Court. Sige nga, ano yung public interest cases na decision ng Supreme Court? I went to the Supreme Court. Sige nga. I experienced it firsthand. I moved 300,000 people to plead. O sige nga, dalhin niyo sa Supreme Court. Good luck. And I am not saying this to slander Supreme Court. I am sharing with you my experience. That part is already exhausted. That part is already exhausted. So what are you going to do? Wag ako yung tanungin ninyo kung anong dapat gawin. Tanungin ninyo kung ano yung ayaw nyong gawin.
grabe yung ano, no? Grabe yung what they were doing, no? Can you imagine they're going just to make, tapos si Leandro, ginagawa na nila kay Leandro. Look at what happened, no? All the critics of the administration are being put in jail, and whatever.
Being put in jail, and I just posted my bail today.
Yeah, so ganyan yung ginagawa nila. So, ano na yan nila? They're going to be, I don't know. That's the end of it.
So ngayon, yung ano kasi no, isa sa mga nangyayari today, nagdedebate pa tayo, may quorum ba, wala bang quorum, may quorum, walang quorum, ganyan. Actually, they're going to correct that. They are already several steps ahead. Iko-correct nila yan by getting a 13th member of the Gatchalian-led Senate. And that's going to be Joel Villanueva. And I would just like to tell you na marami pong nagrarally ngayon doon sa harap ng Senate. Sinisipon nila lagnat, but they stayed there. Marami na po tayong kababayan na nandun na nagsasakripisyo. Nilalagnat na po sila, sinisipon na po sila. Padala niyo po sila ng Lolang Remedios kung maaari. Dumaan po kayo doon, magbagsak po kayo ng Lola Remedios, Beroca, Pocari Sweat. Dahil meron po tayong mga kababayan doon, araw-araw nandun. At masama na yung pakiramdam nila. Baka naman pwede nating samahan. So, tomorrow, I think the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing is going to push through. Because the Cayetano-led Senate, by the way, Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano is still the Senate President. Is very keen on pushing on the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on flood control. Gusto nyo bang malaman yan? Then you have to help out. Kasi kahit gaano tayo kagalit today, if we're not going to show up, they will win. We deserve what we tolerate. A Senate Blue Ribbon Committee headed by Erwin Tulfo. Hindi ba kayo naiinsulto dyan? Yung Senate Blue Ribbon Committee na yan is usually chaired by people who are very, very capable, matatalino. Sa ginagawa nila, wala ng 1987 Constitution. It's BBM Constitution na, sabi ni Good Governance. Ayun. Sino nagpapabail sa akin? Ba't kita ibibail? Joey, ibibail mo ba kami? Ba't kita ibibail? Gagawa ka ba ng kasalanan? Gagawa ba ka ng kasalanan, Cupay? Pag gagawa ka ng kasalanan, mag-isa mo ka. Ba't kita ibibail?
At nakakaloka, no? Yung they will, Subiri wanted to change the number of senators required to convict Sara Duterte.
Yun yung plano kasi nila eh. Gusto nila, pero yun kasi, hindi po pwede be. Kasi sa Constitution yun eh.
Pero the mere fact,
Correct. Yan pa yung isang sobrang brazen disregard of of the law, no? Na parang, tangina. Kaso nga lang, what do you expect with this kind of people? 'Di ba? Mas nga eh. Arithmetic nga gusto nilang i-amend. Constitution pa. 'Di ba? Arithmetic nga gusto nilang i-bend. So, yun.